Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of the Practically Canon podcast series. This is Sebastian speaking with my co-hosts.
Oh, hi, I'm RadaVonVon.
I'm Ozzeh. Hi, guys.
And today we are joined by our guest, the author of Teardrops and Snowflakes, Vyreinos.
Hey, guys. Good to be here.
Okay, I've got a few questions for you, Vyreinos. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a few questions for you, Vyreinos. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Who's your favorite pony and why?
Twilight Sparkle, because she's the smartest, prettiest, bestest pony ever.
Okay.
Has anybody ever told you you sound like Big Macintosh?
You gotta do the yep for us. Do yep.
Yep.
Awesome.
Oh.
Alright, who are your favorite shipping pairs? You go ahead and name a couple because, since you write Twixie.
But yeah, Twixie, Twiluna, and Twilestia come after that. Just, like, pretty much any pony ship with Twilight.
As long as it's not an OC?
As long as it's not an OC.
Yeah.
But, you know, Twixie, Twiluna, Twilestia are the three big ones. Just because, I mean, little Twilight with Celestia.
Yeah.
Okay,
they do go cute together,
no Ebony,
but
Darkness, Dementia, Raven Way, and Twilight, right?
Nope.
None of that.
I'm gonna hurt you.
How are you gonna hurt me? You're gonna slap me through the internet?
Destroying.
Okay. Vyreinos, what's your favorite episode and why?
Friendship is Magic.
The first episode?
Yeah, the first episodes. Simply because, like, it sets the theme for the whole show. And, honestly, like, setting up the history for the show, about the elements, and plus, another thing that's really big for me is I recently learned about the hourglass thing in the very first episode. That was pretty sick.
I remember my friend showing me.
Yeah, I saw that.
If you guys don't know about that, go watch the first episode at the very beginning when Twilight is dictating a note to Spike, and look at the hourglass.
Alright, I'll watch for that, because I don't know what you guys are talking about, so don't spoil it for me.
Yeah, when my friend showed me that, like...
Shush!
Like a couple... I'm not saying what it is. When my friend showed me that, like, a couple weeks ago, I lost my shit, because... I don't know, that freaked me out. I had no idea that was there, and it was, I don't know, it was cool.
I don't know if it was, like, intentional, or if an animator was just, like, fucking around or something.
And then, of course, another big episode for me is Ghostbusters, of course.
It's tricky. Yeah. She needs to come back. Just, I don't know how they'd bring her back, but she needs to come back in the new episode.
She does need to come back, and then she needs to be shipped with Twilight. That should be the Valentine's Day episode.
I hate Trixie.
Shut up, Bonnie.
I like Trixie as a character. Her role in the story you're not meant to like her, but as a character, I like her. She's an interesting person. Or pony. Not a person.
So interesting! She's conceited. How interesting.
You think they'd make a laptop out of her?
No, because she sucks.
With HP and those MLP-themed laptops?
The great and powerful integrated graphics card!
Oh, God.
Why can I see that? Like, why can I see that as, like, a commercial of some kind? I don't...
I can see it.
Yeah.
It's a concept that's meant to be. But, anyways, I think we should roll on with the news, because, I heard about those HP MLP-themed laptops.
Fake.
Yeah, apparently they're fake. What do you guys got on that?
For my news segment, we're going to talk about the HP laptops. So a lot of you may have heard about the new HP laptops that supposedly HP is going to be releasing. However, it has now been confirmed that by somebody named Brina Corcoran at HP that they do not exist. There are no plans to create a My Little Pony Friendship is Magic laptop by HP, or anything even remotely resembling that. So unfortunately, the HP account on DeviantArt is fake. So.
Damn.
That's really pretty disappointing, actually. Even though, looking at the specs, it kind of would have been really crappy if you're a gamer, but hey. That would have been pretty disappointing to just kind of have. But, aside from that, it's pretty much been a slow pony news week, so we are going to move along and talk about... That's all the news. Well, there is...
What about
the new episode.
Well, I was going to say, what about the Hot-Blooded Pinkie Pie? Because I thought we were going to mention that.
Pinkie Pie.
Oh, yeah, that's...
There's now a new Tumblr, Hotblooded Pinkie Pie. Go check it out.
And there is actually, I think that's got to be like record-breaking thing because
yeah, I'll go ahead and go in on this one. Apparently, overnight, a new Tumblr account called Ask Hotblooded Pinkie got over 1,000 followers in less than 24 hours. That's phenomenal. And if you should go check out their Tumblr. They've done some awesome artwork. A little bit scary at one point, but overall, just perfect.
Yeah. I don't spend a lot of
first two,
so I don't know much about this.
The first 2 comic clips he posted was just badass.
It's essentially the most badass Pinkie Pie I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's got his work cut out for him. Yeah, I got the Tumblr collections. We did get a lot more Tumblr collections than last time. We have 4 lined up for today. Question number 1 on our Tumblr. This is for just about everyone here. This is from, well, he names a bunch of numbers, and I'm not going to list them off. But the question reads, Chimichurri, Cherry Changa, or Chimichurri Changa?
I'm definitely going to go with Chimichurri.
Chimichurri.
Okay.
Oh, I was going to say, I got to say Cherry Changa just because it sounds more of a structured something out that would be on the market.
I think Chimichurri sounds a lot better. Chimichurri just sounds like
Chimichurri.
For some reason I think of monkeys.
That works. What was the next question?
Next question is for Vaughn, for Anonymous asked, is Vaughn single?
What the actual fuck?
It's silent.
Yeah.
I like how it's anonymous.
Yeah, actually.
Alright, you got somebody's hope up today. I hope you're proud of yourself.
You have an admirer.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Creepy.
Steering away from the realm of awkwardness, what's the third question? Because you said we have
It's not awkward.
Yes, we do. This question is specifically for Vyre, and it reads, what is your favorite genre for writing and to read and write, like slice of life and sad, and why?
Definitely shipping. Just because it's fun to develop the relationship between 2 characters that you already know. And especially in my case, I often read about background charactership with either one of the main 6 or other background characters. So it's fun to be able to take their personalities and take things that aren't necessarily supplied by the show and put them in and just build up the relationship between the 2.
Yeah, I gotta love shipping.
Alright,
we'll do. We got one final question. This is a longer one, just for Vyre. And it reads, I know a few people that do writing as a hobby, and one in particular who is quite serious about what he does, and in my opinion, he's particularly good. Although he seems to have some serious emotional troubles. I'd like to know what you think about strong emotions motivating a writer to do some more moving pieces when they work, and if you ever have the same feeling when you write.
That was a long-winded one.
Yeah.
Well, as far as when I write, it really depends on just how I'm feeling at the day. Like, emotions can help you write. They can help you write something that really resonates with your readers, especially if they've gone through the same thing. But emotions aren't required to write powerful things. Like, having experience in a subject, obviously you're going to be able to write more effectively on the subject. But I've been told that both Teardrops and Snowflakes and Wishes and Music are emotionally moving in some points, and I've not experienced those emotions. So, is it required?
You've never been a lesbian pony?
No, I've never been a lesbian pony.
I'm just making sure.
I know.
Kind of expected that.
I'll tell you what, I'll consult you
pretty good day.
for the next couple of chapters, Vaughn, alright?
Okay. Because I have experience in that field.
Saying writing being influenced by how you feel every day.
I'm not kidding.
When you published, I think it was chapter 10, did you feel like being an asshole and leaving a giant cliffhanger? Or was that just... just about through my laptop after reading that chapter.
I know that you all love cliffhangers. You can't deny it. You all love cliffhangers.
It's a love-hate relationship because...
This is very love-hate.
Giving people cliffhangers, I think, kind of opens up a window for people to leave comments and reviews, and I think that's That's what drives a lot of people. They won't admit it, but a lot of people are driven by reviews or comments or whatever.
Oh yeah, a lot of people don't understand how much an author's affected by comments and reviews. Like, seriously, like, my fic has been really guided by the comments and reviews I've received, and it's made me a better writer. Honestly, when I started Teardrops and Snowflakes, I had no idea where the plot was going, but reading the comments really helped me guide that in the direction it has gone.
I have to agree. I've changed the entire plot of fiction because of the comments didn't like the ending. I've changed the entire plot of times.
One thing for reading fanfiction, since I agree with you guys on this, one thing, whenever I read a fanfiction, no matter what I thought of it, I always have to leave a comment. I just always do that. I feel bad if I read something and don't leave a comment, because then I don't leave my opinion on what I thought of it. It's just always something I've done because, I don't know, I just always have bad feedback. I always do that for other authors, I guess.
Yeah, it's something that's completely understandable because whenever I started writing writing my fiction, it took about a month before I finally got some input on it that actually meant something, and I couldn't write anything else until I had something like that because I didn't know what people thought. Feedback is kind of critical to an author, especially authors, because they don't know how it's being received.
And so, in conclusion, if you read, leave a freaking comment, but don't be a troll. I have had to delete a couple of comments off my fic because they were either just flaming comments or they were troll comments.
I've done plenty of
those. Don't be a troll, guys.
The one comment I'm upset about is I'll get 2 new comments and they'll both be like a smiley face or something. I'm like, really? That doesn't tell me anything.
Alright, so if that concludes the questions, then we should go ahead and move on to the new episode discussion.
Yes!
And I will go ahead and leave a note now for any pony that has not seen the new episode. The same condition replies.
I will personally come to your home and strangle you if you do not open your browser.
I bet that person who asked if you were single would like that.
Type in
He'd love to be strangled by you.
Oz, if you don't shut up, I'm going to do the same to you. And you'd enjoy it too.
I'm okay with this.
So, everybody, if you haven't watched the new episode and you don't want RadaVonVon storming and breaking down your door and coming in and killing you, I suggest you watch the new episode before you listen further.
I can also make
Don't worry, she's only 4 feet tall. Don't worry about it. She's like a little gnome.
She's a gnome.
It's settled then. She's 5'4". Okay. The new episode. The new episode.
Shut your fuck.
I'm still not sure how to shut my fuck exactly. I don't know the specifications.
You remember?
I'd actually rather not want to know.
Last night?
So about that apples.
That's how you do it.
The new episode was season 2, episode 15, was it? The Super Squeezy Apples. What was it called? I need to find it again. What was it called?
The Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 6000.
6,000.
Yeah.
Super Speedy Apple Squeezy 6000. Cider Squeezy. Okay, I got it.
No.
Those ponies love their cider.
It's like
I'm sorry, but I couldn't help but laugh when I saw Barry Punch complaining about not having cider. I don't know why. It's the whole drunk concept and she being mad that she can't have what she wants.
The one thing that really stood out to me in this episode, the background ponies. All the background ponies.
Oh yeah, I took
Bonbon talked, Caramel talked, and they both had ridiculous voices.
Oh,
seriously, Bonbon's
voice actor.
They need to choose. They need to choose one voice actor for Bonbon, and then you need to get a good voice actor.
Yeah, what does she have, 4 now? She has 4 lines, and they're all completely different voice actors.
I think the one that she had
strange.
in lesson 0 was the best.
How does Lyra put up with it?
I
didn't put those in my bag.
No, it just sounds horrible.
It's a new pony every day.
I hate them.
The what?
The brothers, the
Flim and
Flame were awesome. They were not
awesome. What are you talking about?
They had the longest musical segment on the show.
I do
wanted
so
Brony Smith to pull out an AK-47 and put on a fedora and just waste.
Hey, fedoras are awesome.
They were just pricks. I'm sorry, but
Brilliant.
As far as they were awesomely done characters. But I will admit they did have a sort of a dick role, but I love them as characters. They were awesome.
I thought what kind of came off. It's really the show's fault. It reminded me of the two characters off of Family Guy. The one guy playing piano and the other one. Yeah, I don't know.
It reminded me of a barbershop quartet. That's why I loved them so much. It was not a barbershop
Music
quartet, but there was something else.
I love the Music Man reference. The Music Man.
That's what it's called? I'm sorry, yeah. That's what I was thinking of earlier. I'm like, what's the one song?
It was like a Music Man.
76 Trombones movie thing, yeah.
No, the song was brilliant. Daniel did a fantastic job with the song. The characters, once again, were like totally flawless. I mean, they seemed great.
I did not like the song, but
that's because you have no taste.
It reminded me of like
the only songs I liked in the show. I've only liked Winter Wrap Up and Find a Pet were my only songs I've ever actually enjoyed from the show.
Yeah, I think that it is our longest musical number yet. If it's not the longest one yet, it's definitely the longest one in season 2. It goes past Find a Pet by 11 seconds. So
pretty damn good.
You know, by the time you look this up, there's probably going to be at least 10 remixes of this song.
Oh, definitely.
I'm waiting for the point.
It's only been a little bit over 10 hours. No,
something like that. Yeah.
Let's see, so 9, 3 hours. It's only been about 9 hours since the episode aired, and I'm pretty sure we'll see plenty of remixes of them on YouTube.
What do you want about this already one?
Check. Somebody check really quickly.
Okay.
But honestly, like, Flim and Flam, to me, they didn't have any redeeming qualities as characters.
They were charismatic as hell. I loved it.
I didn't. I just thought
then again, I
there to be douches.
Probably why I like them.
Well, what else was I going to discuss about the episode?
Apple Bloom gets so much abuse in that episode.
Oh, Apple Bloom just needed to.
It was hilarious. Big Mac dropped
that. I didn't learn anything.
The ending was perfect.
Honestly, I didn't learn anything at all.
Yeah, that was
all along.
Okay. So far,
that's the worst. Because Rarity is the worst one.
Okay. So far, there is no remix per se. There is a lyric video, a review video, and a Like a Boss video. Although the Like a Boss video has 0 views. So, and 1 like, which is probably by the guy who made it. So, unfortunately, no remixes yet, but I'm sure by the time that this airs, there will probably be a remix.
There will be 1 or 2, yeah. There should be some. I mean, that musical number was flawless in my eyes.
I have to agree, it was great. It reminded me of like 50 cartoons.
Sorry, but
yeah, I'm a huge fan of the classics, so definitely like that one.
It just made me really happy. I mean, I think that those 2 characters are way, 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 way up there with Discord, Braeburn, and Soren for me, which is weird because they're all male characters, but whatever. I mean, it's
because they're so damn charismatic.
They're really charismatic. There's a certain kind of evil associated with them, but they also made it look really appealing to me, which is the same kind of thing that Discord did. It's just the way that you have to play an evil character, and you have to make them appear, because
I think they could have easily won the competition if they weren't just cocky assholes about it. Like, oh yeah, let as many of them want try. They can't beat us. And guess what happened? You know, should have let them have the main stakes help. I don't know. That was
I feel like this could have almost been like an allusion to like the tortoise and the hare.
It was actually an allusion to John Henry versus the Steam Drill. And yeah. It was an old story where John Henry...
Who the fuck is John Henry?
You haven't heard the story of John Henry versus a steam drill?
I have no idea what
that is. Is that like Tom Bunyan? Or is it Tom Bunyan? Is that his name? Tom Bunyan?
Paul
Paul
Bunyan.
Bunyan.
Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Oh, and he had like a blue
It's kind of
ox
like-
and shit. I had this cartoon of it, and it was like, it was snowing and
Yep.
shit, and the blue ox was like
No.
a cocky
You
little
guys are
Blue
so
ox.
uneducated. I feel like an old man here. You guys are so uneducated in old folktales.
But you are an old man.
Seb, you are an old man.
I feel so old. The Tom versus the steam drill thing. I learned about that in school. That's depressing.
So one of them had a mustache, and the other one didn't. Do you guys like the guy with the mustache, or
I don't think neither.
It was hard to decide.
Honestly-
I like them both equally because they're twins.
I like
The guy with the mustache was obviously the leader because, like, if you saw their cutie marks, it was like
in
a
Klopvik,
part of an apple.
usually
like
tell the rules, right? So when this Klopvik is written, and I know some of you are writing one as we speak, when the Klopvik is written, you heard it straight from the pony's mouth. It's gonna be. I think the mustache one is Flam.
Speaking of fics, like, there's a lot of fic material in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
This episode presents so many opportunities.
I've seen one YouTube video already that highlighted, like, the first part of the episode where Rainbow Dash was waking up Fluttershy. And it was pretty much alluding to Rape Dash versus Fluttershy.
Well, there's already Rape Shy from Return of Harmony.
True. Happen.
But,
Dash and
as far as fic material, I can already see Apple Bloom abuse fictions coming around for sad fics.
How did Fluttershy fly as fast as Rainbow Dash in the beginning?
How were they still flying and then turning and talking to each other?
I thought Fluttershy could barely hover, much less fly.
She was a very weak flyer.
I have a better question.
Apparently not. She can fly as fast as Rainbow.
But she was able to haul a balloon and keep up with Rainbow for the most part.
Haul a balloon. That's like hauling a balloon
is
such in like trouble. Are you really like that fat? Like, can you not haul a balloon?
Hauling a balloon is a lot harder than hot air balloon. All that. Oh, shut up.
Oh, I thought you said like a balloon, as in like a helium balloon.
No, hot air balloon.
Oh.
Like the one.
Continue.
And talk about Return of Harmony when she had to keep up with Rainbow Dash.
Oh, yeah.
There was another hole that I saw. If we were looking at the very first line, I think it was Bon is in front of Twilight, but then at the end, when the ponies who didn't get any are complaining, Bon's in there. It's like, what? You already got some.
I spotted
I have a better question, actually. Since Rainbow Dash cared so much about getting the cider, and she cared like she wanted more than anyone, why did she let Fluttershy in front of her?
Because she was nice.
I'm more curious as to why she didn't just look over at Pinkie and go, "Hey, Pinkie, here's some bits. Can you buy me some cider?" Like, why
don't we do what every high school student in school does ever for lunch and just hop in line where your friend is?
Exactly.
Lyra would have stabbed her. Are you kidding?
Yeah, people would have killed it. It would have started a fight.
Yeah.
My question here is,
hey, fic idea, Ponyville brawl.
No, I can see a gangbang like Applejack came to the farm with her body or something. Crap coming up now.
Oh man.
No, that's on its way.
I
always in the gutter, Bon.
I know it's on its way.
I want to see. No, what makes me curious is why didn't the apples have like a 1 cup per buyer limit so that every pony could get some?
Yeah.
All they care about money because
yeah.
Well, they would have gotten more than enough money if they had limited it to one cup per buyer. I mean, hello, did you see the line was still going out past the trees?
Greedy bastards.
I'm pretty sure Celestia was at the end of that line, just waiting, just like, Princess of the Sun, and yet I can't cut in line. What's this shit?
I bet.
Wow.
My tyranny is reigning!
Overall, one of the most interesting episodes, and Big Mac got his like a boss moment again.
Can do some rainbow.
No deal.
It was an okay episode for me. I don't think it could have lived up to last week's episode.
Last week's episode had Derpy. That's completely different.
No, even without Derpy, it was an amazing episode.
I honestly think that this episode goes right up there to the Return of Harmony with me. Because it's right...
Wait a minute. Did I just hear Vyreinos correct? He said he still hasn't seen last week's episode.
Yeah.
Go watch it.
What?
What
What?
the actual...
After this
Watch
call,
everyone-
we're going... No,
You should
after
watch
this
it.
call,
on fanfiction gets just flamed after this.
go
I should see
go
that.
and watch it as soon as this is up. As
I
soon
know
as
I'm
this-
digging my grave by continuing this, but honestly, like, I watched the Christmas special, but other than that, the last episode I saw was less than 0.
Wow.
I'm terrible at keeping
Catch
up with
up.
the show.
Catch
I
up.
know, I'm going to, but there's so
Okay.
much to do.
Okay, but we can't talk about last week's episode. You're gonna have to watch them in order and then come up to last week's episode and freak out because that was so much.
I mean, I know there's Derpy in there. I've seen that part.
Oh well.
Yeah,
I
I
just
knew
don't
there
know
was
it
Derpy.
wrong!
I have to admire a
I
show
don't.
that will like kind of give a nod of its head to its fans like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
Especially when the fan community is completely not what they expected.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're gonna aim the show at little girls. 2 weeks later. Why are all these old men watching our show?
Old men that just
I think
hatch
the fandom was more surprised that they're watching the show than the show was surprised that the fandom developed.
No, I'm pretty sure the developers were more surprised at the fandom. I'm pretty sure.
The developers,
Hey,
I'm still surprised.
I'm just very happy that the general team is really, really cool. I mean, Daniel Ingram is really, really cool on Facebook. You ask him a question and he answers it. He's not just BS ignoring it. He's a lot of shit. But, I mean, I think that it's really cool that, you know, it makes me wonder, though, I've always wondered, has Faust read Cupcakes? And it's kind of a
I
terrifying...
really hope she hasn't.
It's kind of a really terrifying prospect.
Wow.
I've got to redirect us
Just
back
that-
onto topic here because
Yeah, we've been out for a while.
yeah, we need to redirect to the topic. Is there anything else we wanted to bring up about the new episode before we end the show for the day?
I
we're gonna slam our bosses.
All right.
Who's calling Granny Smith a chicken?
Granny Smith is no chicken. Okay. Well,
Yeah, she's a pony.
Scooter was the chicken.
No,
Granny
Pinkie's
Smith
pony.
isn't Scooby-Doo.
Pinkie was a chicken too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo was the original chicken.
Yeah.
Take that, people that
Okay.
called Granny Smith out of character.
Hipster Scootaloo. I was the first chicken.
All right. Okay. So I guess that wraps things up for the new episode. Thanks everybody for listening. Tune in next time for when we interview Liquid Rainbows, author of several prominent fan fictions, including If Her Majesty Wishes and Intensive Care. Be sure to post questions to Liquid Rainbow's blog. Be sure to post questions for Liquid Rainbow for his interview on his blog or on our Tumblr. We will post all necessary links with the podcast.
Oh,
Thanks for having
You
me.
do
guys-
you realize that you even did that wrong? It's liquid_rainbows.
Whatever.
Liquid_rainbows.
I want control.